some good light happening today. There's like it's like a thing. Someone's saying something to me. Hi. I'm gonna dive right in. I'm going to talk about, I should not chew gum when I do this. Today I'm gonna talk about my favorite tattoos. The girls always ask me, what are our tattoo rules? That's like something they always say to me. Their number one rule is actually don't get any tattoos. I realize but that is the number one rule in this house. Rosie. I know. Are you done? Not done. No tattoos. So yeah, the number one answer to what are our tattoo rules, I just say to them just to wait. I didn't really start knowing what I was going to want. I didn't start loving my tattoos and really having a bigger plan for them until I was well into my 30s actually. And I certainly didn't think that I would end up being this tattooed. So that being said, you know, I do like all of my tattoos, and as I've said a million times, they are my story. I definitely have my favorites. I've talked about other ones that I love. Obviously the ones that I got from my parents are two of my all-time favorites. I had to narrow it down to ones I hadn't spoken about before, minus one. I'm gonna go back to one. So how do you determine what your favorite tattoos are? I don't know. Maybe it's like experience. Maybe it's because of the story behind them. Maybe it's because of the way that it looks. It could be as simple as it's just a beautiful design. I think that the ones that I'm gonna talk about today all sort of have a little bit of everything actually. Anyway, let's just go to it. My absolute favorite tattoos, the girls' handwriting. The first person that I ever saw to do this was Tommy Lee. Thank you. He got his kid, Dylan, I think, his handwriting in a tattoo. I didn't have kids then, and I didn't even know if I was gonna have kids, but I remember that, and I was like, I'm gonna do that if that ever happens. I did it, and I love it, and I wanted the writing to be from the same age. Wait, they were both 4, so I wanted it to be from the same, whatever, you get it. We added in their lip prints, which was kind of amazing. And I think that was maybe Charlene's idea, my tattoo artist. I got them to kiss a piece of paper, and then she did their actual lip prints. I'd already had a bee down here for me, and so then we added the 2 wee bees. It's an extension of the fact that we call ourselves 3 bees. It is absolutely, by far, my favorite tattoo. Yeah, it's their actual handwriting from when they were 4, their actual lip prints, and then they've got their 2 wee bees that connects them to Mama Bee. I love this tattoo. It's theirs. They love it too. They love seeing their handwriting on their mama. It's pretty cool. My second favorite tattoo I've actually talked about before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on it, but it is the tattoo that my ex-husband gave me. I think I knew deep down that he probably was never going to tattoo me if I didn't do it right then. And we had actually talked about this tattoo for a long time. I had written it out actually and put it on a bulletin board that we had. And so we'd always talked about him doing it. And I think like as we were getting close to sort of the end, I just was like, I want this and I want to have it and I want him to do it. And it just really, I don't know, reminds me of the love we actually had. And it is, yeah, it's one of my favorites. I've talked about this one before, so I won't spend too much time on it. That was a really important one to me. I did it at the time when I was supposed to do it. And it's right under my divorce tattoo, but we'll talk about that another time. My third favorite tattoo is my longboard girl. She is what I like to call my midlife crisis tattoo. In fact, I was going to get Charlene to put MCL somewhere on the tattoo, maybe on the longboard, to just remind myself that I was maybe, but then we decided it's not actually a crisis, it's just me being in midlife. A really good friend of mine, Brian, gave me a longboard as a gift, which was amazing. I had really wanted to try it. My girl started skateboarding and I just sort of stunk on the skateboard, but then he convinced me that I might be good on a longboard, so he gave it to me as a gift, and I did it a lot actually last summer, and I definitely got better. I wouldn't say that I'm the best. I'm definitely not the best, but I love it actually, and I love the whole just like idea of it, and I've always loved the culture of it, and so I just was like making myself be a part of that club. I don't really belong actually, but I do love it, and I like taking pictures for Instagram on my longboard, so I feel like that counts for something. She's eating an ice cream cone with a skull, which is amazing. And she has a tattoo, of course. She's just super cool. She has way bigger moves than me, I don't know. This was my 40s tattoo that will remind me later in life that, you know, I tried something new when I was in my 40s and I didn't totally suck at it, so. And here we go. Here's Midlife. Here she is. She's got her own tattoo because she's super cool. and she's eating a skull ice cream cone. She's got a fantastic body, and she's a bit of a dream girl, so maybe she's a bit of a fantasy for me. My number one tattoo is my queen bee tattoo. Charlene, if you're watching this is the tattoo that gets the most attention. Certainly people comment on, you know, the sleeve and what have you. This is it. This is number one. It's so detailed and it's so pretty. My kids call me Queen Bee. It's possible that I started that. She put like a little honeycomb in behind it, and I just think it's so pretty. I love where it is on my arm. I would say that it's very me. I think most people who know me also think that it's probably very me. And I think she completely nailed it with this one, actually. See, and that's why you shouldn't get tattoos until later in life, because, where is it? Where is it? What the heck? Why does this always happen to me? I need a camera person. So there's the crown. She's got this delicate little honeycomb in behind, and then a tulip at the top because of the Dutch background. And just like, there's actual like hair on the legs. Can you see that? It's crazy. I love it. One for my girls, 2 for love at the end of a long road and a relationship that really mattered to me, 3 for midlife, and 4 for queen. Yeah, those are my favorites.